Alright, y'all. Wait for some people to get on. Well, basically, so what's happening today is we're over here by Topher Park, 7th South, between 2nd and 3rd East. What the city had done, they have been pretty public about what their intentions are in regards to unhoused and unsheltered camps, and their intention of raiding and eliminating them here locally in Salt Lake City. So what they did here last week was set up prior to doing this, they actually set up a deadline of the 23rd as where they intend to start these camp abatements and camp raids. So what they preemptively did, we got cruiser number 40742. What they preemptively did to try to start creating a false narrative is created an outreach event that was scheduled for yesterday and today. The outreach event was right near Topher Park, within the parking lot, next to where a lot of unsheltered residents have to spend their evenings and stuff like that. So what they did was create this outreach event that started yesterday and went through till today, till 3 p.m. this afternoon. Yesterday we came out and realized that there was 3 canopy tents erected with one person standing underneath all 3 canopy tents, basically doing no outreach for most of the day. Today, they started this outreach as well, and all the way up until just about 30 minutes ago is when they really started erecting a few more tents. So there's probably a total of 5 canopy tents erected here. So I started making rounds, asking what resources they were offering, talking and being directed to people that I was told were the people in charge of setting up this event and that would be able to answer those questions for me. I approached them. I recorded it, but I didn't go live, so I'll follow with that shortly, to a group of apparently the people that are running this. Two work for the city. One was saying that the other was their boss, although he's new and doesn't know anything. So I started asking some basic questions: what resources they were providing, who initiated this event, or who started this event, or who's responsible for this event. And the people that should have those answers weren't able to answer those questions, and they felt very like they were very cryptic or hiding something. So what I started to ask was if this was an outreach event. They said yes. I asked why there was about 20 people that were apparently here to provide services and outreach were maintaining their presence in a parking lot within feet of these encampments that they're supposed to be doing outreach to. What the people within the tents told me was that Salt Lake County Health Department told them they cannot leave the parking lot or leave their tent to provide outreach. So I asked those questions to the people in charge, and they said, "Oh no, we didn't say that, but they could just come to us." So there was just some real bullshit going on there. But basically what it comes down to is this event, or whatever it is, I think many of us recognize is just a ploy for what's to come next. I suspect as soon as today and moving forward throughout this winter. So if it was a true outreach event, these more than probably close to 24 people that showed up just within the last 30 minutes after this event's been going on for 2 days would actually be doing outreach, which would mean going out, reaching out to people and helping them with resources, whether that be meeting them where they're at or them coming to these canopy tents they set up. As of right now, when I was engaging these conversations, a cop pulled up on the scene and started spending time real close to me. So I'm yeah, basically. So then shortly after I walked away, the person that wasn't able to answer questions that I was told was in charge of this approached me and said, "Actually, the mayor's office would like to talk to you and is willing to make some statements in regarding to this event." So I told her, "Feel free to get me Aaron Mendenhall's phone number." "Oh no, well I have this other person that'd be willing to talk." So I was like, "Well, didn't you say the mayor's office?" "Well, I mean somebody from within the mayor's office." I was like, "Well, the mayor's in charge of this." "Well, I don't know if she's in charge of this." I was like, "Well, she initiated this and she just sat there. I said, so she'd be the ones to answer all these questions that apparently none of you five are able to answer here on the scene. So it was just a real deflective conversation. And right now we got basically cameras on the scene that are taking their photo ops and things like that. And then, so let me flip this around here. So these are the people that apparently are in charge of this, but could not answer one freaking question I was asking them about it. The questions were as simple as, what resources were being provided here? And they're like, well, who are you with? What business are you with? Could I get your business card? I'm not with the business. I have no business card. I'm a community member trying to help figure out what resources you guys are offering, because I see nobody doing outreach but saying you have these resources here. So they deflected on answering any questions.
Hey, Marvin. I'm told that Michelle from our Heart team will be here pretty soon.
So she's the person in charge of this that could answer all the questions none of you guys could answer for me?
I think we're trying to answer your questions, but she is in charge of the Heart team, and she will have some...
What about the mayor's office you expressed a moment ago?
I don't have the mayor's number personally. I can give you the number of the communications office.
Can you get Aaron's number personally?
I can try.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you.
But I will give you the number for the communications office.
Okay, what is that number?
Let me look it up for you.
Sorry, I'm going to step away just because I'm lighting this.
No. Well, yeah, and also COVID, which is another reason. You know, there's some distance, right?
Some distance between the tents?
Pardon me?
Some distance between the tents? Is that what you're referring to?
I think we're trying to be safe.
Yeah.
All right. There were a lot of calls yesterday.
So have you already spoke to them and let them know that I had some questions?
No, I have
and
not.
They expressed that.
They were anticipating that there would be questions, and so
They gave you a number to give to people that had questions?
Lindsay, Lindsey, is the communications director for the mayor's office. Her number is 385-707-5205.
385-707-5205.
Yes.
Okay. All right, and it's Lindsay?
Lindsay.
Last name is what?
Nicola.
Nicola?
With a K.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Yeah, we want to make sure you get your questions answered.
All right, yeah. I was hoping somebody would be on the scene to answer those questions more imminently, considering this event only goes till 3 p.m.
Yeah, well, I know Michelle's on her way.
Okay. Thank
So
you.
let me know if you need anything else. I'm going to try really hard.
If you could get the answers to those questions I had, in the meantime, come back and let me know.
Okay.
Thank you. So, as I said, so we got folks out here that when asked, I made some rounds to the tents to ask what services they were offering. I'll turn this around for privacy. What services they were offering. The Salt Lake County Health Department was who I was told set this whole thing up. And so with that, I approached Salt Lake County Health Department on what services they were here offering, and they said flu shots. So I said, okay, was there anything else? They said, no, all we brought today was flu shots. So another service was 4th Street Clinic. I think they're doing some first aid and some medical checkups, which is great as well. But in the end, I see minimal services here being offered. I didn't see any of these services here yesterday when this event started, and not up until about 30 minutes ago is when they actually started, setting up, bringing out cameras. While the cameras showed up at the same time, the dozen plus people showed up as outreach workers apparently. Keep in mind this event goes on until 3 p.m. today, so we don't know what's going to happen after that. But we all can imagine what probably happened after that. So what I'll say is I think we all understand that that the city and Salt Lake County Health Department are very cautious and very calculated about their efforts on trying to clear unsheltered camps, raid unsheltered camps, and steal people's shit in the efforts of just pushing the problem elsewhere rather than addressing the core issue of the problems, which is a lack of resources. So keep in mind, many folks out here have needed even the small amount of resources they're offering today for a long time. You know, they've been out here for a while. This is the first event I've seen like this of the winter. Actually of the year, but this is also just preemptive because they already stated that on the 23rd they're going to begin their camp raids and eradication of these camps is basically what it is. So currently we have social workers that are being finally showed up to the scene, are walking around with bulletproof vests and shit like that. So there we go. So currently what we got is a couple social workers that just showed up about 5 minutes ago. They're being escorted around by a cop, and they're also wearing bulletproof vests themselves for whatever reason. So I think that's pretty funky. But just kind of give you an update on what's going on out here right now. This effort, this outreach effort that the city has publicized and try to put out to push their narrative of them actually trying to do something with taxpayer funds to help the less fortunate is bullshit. They've been here for 30 minutes so far. They had this event yesterday. Nobody was out here. They had 3 tents erected that one person was standing under that didn't have any questions or didn't have any answers to questions either. So I'm just saying, don't fall for it, y'all. Stay tuned for how the city handles this situation. Y'all noticed just a second ago the person that was supposed to be in charge of this outreach that can answer any of my questions just gave me another number to call for basically the PR director for the mayor's office is what it sounds like. If y'all have that number on whatever, feel free to give them a call and ask what they have to say. But I'll be out here hanging out to see what other bullshit they try and come with. Keep y'all posted. Thanks for watching.